Exclusive. World Championship hopeful Alfie Burden on his short-lived football career, playing with Frank Lampard and his longevity in snooker. More than 30 years on, Alfie Burden still wonders if he was too hasty in giving up on a career in football. The World Snooker Tour veteran was a promising youngster on Arsenal's books, playing alongside the likes of Frank Lampard and Lee Bowyer. Burden was let go by the Gunners, the club he supports, but still had hopes of a big career in the game. He linked up with Swindon Town, then of the Premier League and managed by Glenn Hoddle. The future was looking bright until he suffered a devastating injury. I went up there to sign professional forms. I was on the 3-day tour. We were playing West Bromwich Albion, recalls Burden. I played the ball off first time and a guy stamped through the back of my standing leg. I broke my leg in 4 places, and it was the end of my young career. It was a shocking injury. It may not necessarily have been the end of his football. Hopes had he decided to go through a long period of rehabilitation, but knowing he had a talent for snooker convinced him to change course. Looking back now, and hindsight's a wonderful thing, he reflects, I'm quite strong-headed. When I make my mind up, I go with it. I'm quite impulsive. Snooker was a secondary sport at the time. I played it as a hobby, but I was quite good. I practiced in the same club as Neil Folds, and he always used to say to me, "You could be a professional. You're very talented." I was like, nah, I just enjoy a game, I'm going to be a footballer. But when I got that injury, I switched. If a 48-year-old Affly could talk to a 16, 17-year-old Alfie, it would be like, go through the pain of being out for a year or 18 months and go back to football. But I didn't make that decision. I decided to switch careers and I ended up turning professional at 18. He has fond memories of his time at Arsenal and remains in contact with some of his former teammates, including Lampard. In my Arsenal youth team were Stephen Hughes, who I still speak to now, Lee Bowyer, who was released and went to Charlton, and, believe it or not, Frank Lampard, says Burden, whose son was also on Arsenal's books before, being released after having a spell at Bristol Rovers under Joey Barton. Like his dad, he suffered a serious injury, but is hoping to rebuild his career in non-league. We were in the same youth side for a couple of years. Frank left Arsenal and went to West Ham, where his uncle Harry Redknapp and his uncle Frank Sinorius were, and he came through there. The rest is history.